If you didn't have social media, what would you do? Would you watch television? If you can take anything from this video, it will be this question. If there was no social media, what would you be doing right now? So you're struggling with trying to be yourself. You're struggling with trying to tap into the real you, because we are so influenced by social media, by other people, by society's standards, by the rules, by typical day-by-day things. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can tap into your true self. Honestly, a lot of people don't know their true selves. They kind of go off of what other people are doing, and you might do the same thing, like subconsciously. Like, you might think you want to be like this huge influencer, or you might think you want to be a nurse, or whatever the case is, but in reality you really don't. There's something else that's truly tugging on you, but you can't really tap into that. So with that being said, I have 5 ways that you can tap into your true self and figure out who the hell you are. Like I said, not that many people know who they really are, so this is a very important video. Especially as women, we really need to tap in to our true divine and our true power and our true energy, and we can't do that while we're copying other people. So let's go down the list. Number 1, stop putting so much importance on other people's opinions. Now notice I said stop putting so much importance on it, because as humans, we're naturally going to think about what other people think about us. And at the end of the day, we want to feel accepted by people. We want to feel accepted about who we are as people. So obviously we're going to care what people think, but the key phrase is don't put so much importance on it. Meaning, don't do things based off of other people's opinions. Don't glorify or think too hard about what other people think. Because at the end of the day, people are really only worried about themselves. If people have an opinion about you, it's a quick moment of judgment and then it goes away. You're still you, and you still need to live your life, and you can't care about these other people and their opinions. So you have to stop putting so much importance on other individuals. I know me, like, I would have such a struggle with posting on social media because so many people from my past followed me on Instagram, like people from high school, people from the past that I don't really care about now. I made a whole new Instagram, and I ended up doing it again, adding people from my past and caring so much about their opinions when they have nothing, absolutely nothing to do with my path in life. And that is what slows me down from showing myself online, because I care too much, because I put so much importance on it. Moving forward, I decided to just stop caring so much about their opinions. And what I did was, this is good, I muted them. So I didn't unfollow them. I have a huge thing with letting go and detachment. Obviously, I deleted my first Instagram, so it's not that big of a deal to me, but sometimes I do get attached to some people and just I have a hard time letting go. So to make up for that, I try to mute them so I don't see their stories, I don't see them. All I'm doing is still being myself and not really seeing these people in my life and on my social media. They're muted. And since they're muted, I don't see them. Therefore, I don't care anymore. So I would suggest doing that when it comes to social media and people in your past, because I know that's such a huge thing. Like, people can tell you all day, don't care what people think, but it's so hard to still do it and like take that step and actually do it. So keep that in mind. The second thing is to stop comparing yourself to people on social media. Now, social media is going to be a huge theme in this video, because I feel like social media has a lot to do with us not being our full selves or connecting with real life. It's more so a facade that we put on for social media, which is why so many people are living their best lives. But in reality, social media is a highlight reel. We know that. And not everybody's living the life that they are portraying to live on social media. So stop comparing yourself to other people. These people, if you see someone who's living a life of abundance, they probably put in work to get there. They probably did a lot of mental work, physical work. Just because you see it and you don't know, just because you see it doesn't mean you know their backstory. You don't know what people went through to get to that stage that they're at now. And not to mention, some people really just put up a facade. Some people really just fake it. They fake it for likes. They fake it for, validation. And I'm sure you can relate, because social media, that's just the way it works. You have to remember that it's a highlight reel. Once you go out and about and see people and you hear their stories and you hear what they went through, you start to actually remember that people go through shit, and people don't show that shit that they go through. So it's best to stop comparing yourself, because a lot goes into putting up a facade on social media. So you do not have to feel like you are less than, or whatever the case is. You don't know what's happening behind the scenes. You don't know. You just see what people show you. It's simple as that. So stop comparing yourself and really tap into who you are. So for number 3, it is to be alone. Be still. Stop going out. Stop hanging out with friends to avoid your problems. Stop using drugs and alcohol to kind of alter your mind, to think something else. No. Be sober as much as you can and be alone. Sometimes it just takes you sitting by yourself and really tapping into your true nature to really connect to who you are. When you have other people around you all the time, you can't really tap into yourself. You know how they say birds of a feather flock together? Well, that's what it is. If all your friends are one way, but you want to be another way, like, it doesn't make sense for you to hang out with them all the time because you're not getting anywhere. All you're doing is surrounding yourself by the same people, same mindset, same opinions, same routine, and you're trying to get out of that. You're trying to get back into yourself and tap into yourself. Of course, hang out with your friends and do what you want to do, but sometimes people just don't know how to be alone and really figure out who they are. Be still, understand, and really discover your true self. What pops up in your brain? What are you thinking about outside of the typical routine that you're doing every day? Like, what are you thinking about? What do you want to do? And you go from there. So before we move on to the next one, if you've made it this far, go ahead and comment down below a emoji so I know that you're paying attention. Just simple as that. Comment down below. Okay, so for the next one, what I want you to do is I want you to describe yourself. Get out a journal, get out your laptop, get out your notes, whatever. Write down who you think you are. Describe yourself. How do you react to things? What do you like? What's your personality type? Like, what are you? Do not base it off of astrology. You do not have to base everything off of astrology. Really tap into yourself. Yeah, I want you to do that right now. I want people to be more proactive instead of just watching. Get out your journal right now, because the next step won't be as beneficial if you don't do this right now. So I need you to get out your journal, your notes, your laptop, and write down everything about yourself and describe yourself to a T. Let's just say a stranger is meeting you for the first time. How are they going to describe you? How do they describe you as a person? Use that and reference that moving forward to the next one. So go ahead and press pause right now on the video. Save the video right here. Whatever you have to do, write that down. And then when you're ready, come back on the video. So now that you've described yourself, now what I want you to do is really describe yourself. This time without outside sources. Really describe who you are. Nobody else is paying attention. Nobody else is going to read this journal. No one else is going to do anything besides nothing. You are the only one who's going to see this. You're the only one who's going to know this. You are the only one who does know this. You need to describe yourself for real this time. So hopefully you've described yourself by now. Now you're able to tap into who you really are a little bit and finally get that feel. And now we're going to go into the last one. This is such a good question. If there was no social media, what would you be doing? Whenever you hop on social media, you are taking in other people's energy. You're taking on other people's lives. You have to separate the two. Honestly, in this society, in this generation, everything is about the internet. Everything is focused on everybody else but you. So if you didn't have social media, what would you do? Would you watch television? Like, what would you do? I think this is like the biggest question, the best question, and honestly, you don't need anything else but this question. If you can take anything from this video, it will be this question. If there was no social media, what would you be doing right now? What would you be doing? Now, if you can answer that question, that is a great way to really tap into who the hell you are. Social media is ruining us. Some of us know, and we can't really do anything about it because it's such an addictive habit that we don't really know what else to do, but it's ruining us. It is truly getting us away from who we are. Being someone else is not going to make you happy. At the end of the day, you have to be happy by yourself, and you have to learn who you are so that you can be free, so that you can be a free person, you can be a free individual. At the end of the day, you have to be free. You want to be free. We all want freedom, and the best way to get freedom is to be your fucking self. You will not be happy until you tap into who you truly are. That's the most important takeaway of this video. People want money. People want to live this extravagant life. People want to be happy. But you cannot be happy walking and talking and doing just like somebody else. Tap the fuck in. That is the end of this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this from your girl. and give me a thumbs up so more people can see this video. Don't be stingy, and I will see you guys in the next video.